I would say historically we've got records going back 5,000 years of the use of these botanicals for health and healing purposes. And we didn't know at that time about the chemistry. We just knew that if certain plants did certain things for certain diseases and health conditions. So this is an ancient inherent science built into the plant and the botany of the plant.
We've all heard the saying, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. Those kind of sayings have always been there. We just didn't have the science to back them up. But always eating fruits and vegetables as close to the growth point as possible is always going to be beneficial to the body. And that's what we've tried to do with all these products. Keep them in a form where all those phytonutrients are intact and stable and get them to the people wherever they're at a cost-effective manner.
Phytochemical, phyto comes from plant, and obviously we're talking about molecular structures, so they're chemicals. These are very helpful chemicals, not detrimental chemicals. About 1988 here in the United States, we spent about $60 million in a research project on broccoli, and they discovered in broccoli a chemical, and they didn't know what to call it because it was not a vitamin, it was not a mineral, it was not the traditional constituent of a food. So it was a plant, broccoli, so they said it's phyto and it is a chemical, so they named it phytochemical, and sulforaphane was actually the name of that chemical. And since that date, billions and billions of dollars have been spent. Hundreds of thousands of PhD scientists have researched this field, and as of last week, there's well over 450,000 research papers that have been published worldwide on the effect of these incredible phytochemicals and how they impact human health.
Absolutely. The science is just catching up with what was created. When we talk about my favorite family of plants, one of them, Cruciferaceae, those things are found in all the families of plants throughout the plant kingdom, but not in each individual compound. But the compound structures, the enzymes, the proteins, the amino acids are so phenomenal in their structure that they can build themselves back up. I mean, the keystone, the enzyme, creates a key that puts the protein, the amino acids, puts the proteins together, and it's a phenomenal Lego set, almost, that creates this molecules that make our body function in its everyday usefulness. It's just phenomenal.
In the last 5 years, they've discovered that some of the constituents of these botanicals act as signaling molecules. So those are not antioxidants, and they're not stimulants for just what we would think is a dietary deficiency. They're actually signaling our system to regulate itself in a normal, upregulated fashion. And that's been an amazing discovery, because in pharmaceutical medicine, the drugs that we use pharmaceutically, they drive an equation in one direction. But the beautiful thing about the botany of these plants is that they are modulators by their very nature. So if your body is overregulated, they have the ability to bring that function back down. And that same compound, if you're underregulated, has the ability to bring it back up into a normal range of function. And I believe that that's the God-given inherent characteristic of those plants, and why they're here for our benefit.
Absolutely. The green coffee bean extract, all we talk about is the chlorogenic acid. You know, that's a phenomenal compound. But the whole process that goes around it, the buffers that go with it, we don't have the science even to figure out what they are. But all those buffers do other regulatory functions that we will always and continuously discover as time goes on.